What's going on, everyone? Thanks for tuning back in. What a weather difference from yesterday to today. Yesterday was probably 70 degrees.
75.
75.
Now we're all bundled up in coats and gloves and hats. And
yeah.
It's windy.
It's windy, so we're gonna take the advantage and fly some kites. Got a few things we gotta do today. I gotta go get some hay for the animals. And we're gonna be moving these chickens, getting our garden ready.
And fly a kite!
Yeah, but we're gonna fly some kites right now and have some fun.
Yeah, booty. Haha.
It's windy out, it's good. You coming, honey?
She's gonna tangled up with the tail and it makes her mad.
Let's go, Ram. I got your kite ready.
The tricky thing's gonna be not tangling our kites up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make some room and spread apart. So Chris has opened up the sheep and we got some Premier One fencing out, giving them some fresh greens. We don't want them all throughout the pasture because it's still early. And as you see, everything is greening up. It's looking good. I'm waiting for some rain to put the cover crop down. I might have to go for it because I don't know when the next rain's coming. Well, I do, but it's not for a few days and I gotta get that seed in the ground.
Imagine that, 9 kids and you don't have to take turns flying a kite.
Yeah, there's gonna be 9 kites out here.
No, there's
What is there?
7.
7, yeah. Some of them aren't old enough to fly a kite. But,
I'm gonna set your coffee right here.
all right,
Is that
thanks.
safe?
Yeah, it should be good. Unless your sheep drinks it.
Mom, don't get in there. It's a wax stick.
All right.
Oh, you're stepping on the thing.
All right, let's get
I'm not.
Rems up first since it's out. Oh, where'd the wind go?
Just run.
You wanna move that around or something?
The
The wind's gone, man.
It's all right. You just have to run and get it started.
Hi, baby.
Do you want me to, are you gonna be the runner? Do you want me to hold it and throw it up for you?
Right now we're just having trouble because the winds are shifting. It's windy. Can't find the right direction for it. I don't think that's how it goes, baby. Yeah.
The socks have fluffed and well.
Good job, buddy. We just wrapped up kite flying. I ended up having to leave and pick up the hay. Met the guy down the road, so I got that unloaded off the truck. The wind has been unpredictable, going from north to south, so it was pretty hard flying those kites. However, the boys and girls had fun. Now they're just hopping on the trampoline with Chris. The biggest project we got today isn't that hard. It's gonna be moving these chickens off the garden site. Now we left them in the chickshaw. That way we can just move them and then lock them back up in the coop in the pasture. And then I want to bury, we got some pig heads I want to bury in the ground so that goes into the soil. And then we're gonna start broadforking. This has been absolutely amazing what the soil has turned into just in 2 years. It is absolutely amazing. Let me bring you in here. So just in 2 years, we have black gold. Now this was all wood chips. I mean, there's still some here, but I mean, it went from wood chips to black gold, and that's what this system does. It is absolutely amazing. It uses the chickens to break down these wood chips. Their nitrogen from their droppings and their manure helps break this down like one big compost, and we have beautiful soil. Last year's garden was absolutely amazing, and I can't wait for this year's garden because the soil is just so packed with nutrients. It's really nutrient dense. We have tons of earthworms in here. We don't till, we use a Broadfork, and that way we don't kill those earthworms, because when you till that up, all those blades just cut those earthworms, and obviously they end up dying. So the earthworms are also used to help create pores in the soil. That way moisture gets locked in and goes down deep, because once we start planting and stuff starts growing, we're going to introduce more wood chips here to help that weed base be blocked and prevent any other weeds from growing up. And on top of it, those added wood chips are just continuing the process, continuing building that topsoil. So that is really cool, and this garden is going to be amazing this spring. So we got to get started on it. It's not going to be hard moving the chickens. The broad forking is going to take a little bit of time. This is like a 50 by 25 foot area, but it's going to be a good garden workout. I'm going to leave a link, probably a card, I think right up there, and it's going to be a video of when we first started moving wood chips to this area. This was completely grass. This was yard, and we ended up getting wood chips from a local tree guy, and I think it's awesome. People had a hard time believing that we're going to create a garden out of wood chips, and I kept telling them, just wait, just wait, just wait. And I mean, our garden in 2 years, it was our second year last year for a garden. The first year did not go good, and I didn't expect it to go good. However, the second year, everything exploded, and now we have beautiful, beautiful soil right now. And I keep saying, to help you guys understand what it is, it's basically a huge compost. We put the wood chips in, the chickens are in this net, and their manure drops on the ground, and you have that nitrogen and carbon mix, and the nitrogen helps break down those wood chips, and it's just like nature, okay? So in the fall, when the leaves fall, you have your wood chips, your mulch, and over winter time, you have your snow. We didn't have any this year. However, if you would go up into the forest and maybe in a month or two and try to scrape the ground, there might be a little bit of leaves, but it's going to be great soil. And that's why we fertilize and add wood chips in the fall, because they have all winter long to break down, and it helps speed up the process when you add chickens to it, because of that nitrogen. That nitrogen and carbon mix is the secret recipe.
What they get out all the time. Whoa! Look at that, Daddy.
Can you go move the vinegar? All right, so what I need you to do, stay right there, okay? So what we're gonna end up doing is basically locking them in this coop, probably until nighttime. That way the other chickens can get back in We want them to readjust to have this be their home again, not the garden. I'm hoping that they don't go over there anyways, because last time when we went to go move them over there at first, a few of them came back over here. So we're gonna have to see how that goes. We might have to catch a few chickens tonight and put them back in here. However, we're gonna give it a shot. We already have chickens going everywhere. And this is pretty cool because right now, our chickens are 100% free range. We have not been feeding them any food, and we have been getting about 20 to 25 eggs a day. And it's just springtime right now. So that is absolutely amazing. We're getting food for free. We haven't given them any grain probably for half the winter, and they've continued to provide us food, especially the ones that we just moved. We're getting about 8 from them, and that, they're just digging through the garden. They're digging through bugs, getting some worms, and just breaking down that soil. So we are feeding our egg layers 0 grain. We're spending $0, and we are getting awesome breakfast.
This side, what about not locked?
Oh, it's locked.
I don't know.
Check.
What, Daddy? Skin of what? What are you looking at?
I'm just making sure they don't got any mites. Oh no! Oh no! Put it in! Put it in! We got 1 chicken out. That's my fault. Here, you want to put this one in?
What chicken?
No, no, no. You gotta shut it quick.
Daddy, what chicken is it?
It's a black one. The one thing we gotta do before we start broad forking is we have this sugar maple right here, and it throws down tons of seeds. And what happened this year was a lot of those seeds ended up getting planted. So we gotta pull these baby saplings out right here. We gotta get them by the root. That way, when we're trying to grow a garden, we don't have baby trees growing up. Look at all these saplings. These are all sugar maple saplings from those helicopter seeds that fall down. And imagine us having an amazing garden and then a bunch of these trees. What I really should do is probably plant some up in the woods. That way we get some good sugar maples in 10 years.
I don't know what.
Oh, it's right here behind all this stuff. It's right here. We're gonna be getting chickens here next week. We gotta set up our brooders. You wanna grab this? Just put this right here. Here.
What does that one have to handle?
This is the Broadfork. You know what I mean? You remember this from last year? So this is what we use instead of tilling. This prevents the murdering of earthworms.
Daddy, I remember when we were holding on to it.
You remember, and then we were pushing down. It's pretty cool. So what this does is it has these pretty much 14 inches, 16 inch, basically forks. And you push it down, and all you're doing is lifting up the soil. That way you're getting air in there, you're breaking the hard, compacted layer. Now this was basically a tractor runway to go out to the pasture before we purchased this property. And this was just hard clay. So this absolutely helped break up that clay last year, and it's only gonna get better. Like I said, the hardest part is this right here, because this was the actual track. And you could see sort of the lip. I don't know if you could tell on camera, but there's a lip where the tires just kept running and running. And so that area is really compacted, and it helped break it up. The further we go down, the easier it is. However, you can tell like now, like this is sort of hard. Let me see, like right here is sort of hard, but once we get that like crust layer off, it's super loose soil. So let's do that. We're not gonna be able to do it all because lunch is going. So let's just work on it. Let's maybe do a pass or two, and then we'll go inside and eat, bud.
But you said we could
jump on the trampoline. Yeah, we'll jump on the trampoline too. So right here is what I'm talking about. This is super hard, and we got to break this up because when our roots go down, they hit that hard layer and they stop. They can't penetrate. So I hope this will be a great example. But once we lift this up, see if there's any earthworms.
Oh, I see one.
Where?
Oh, I found one.
But I mean, look at this soil. Look at that. That's absolutely amazing. This was wood chips, guys. This was wood chips. Oh, here we go. And look at that earthworm. If we would have tilled this, it would have definitely have chopped it up, but this is also going to be fertilizer, it's droppings,
Oh, see,
and also making those channels, allowing water to penetrate. You got another one, buddy?
It's right.
Oh, yeah.
It's so tiny.
I mean, this is amazing. I'm so excited to see this.
Another one.
Where?
Another one.
Where?
It's free. One.
You got it?
One got hide.
Look at all that. Oh, yeah, right there, right there.
Oh, and some right there. And one.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Guys, those earthworms would be dead right now if we would be tilling.
Why?
Because the blades would cut them in half.
What blade?
If we were tilling, this is amazing.
Daddy, I want to.
You want to step on
it? Okay. Oh, Daddy, look at this one.
Another one?
Oh, there's a some white one.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Daddy, there's some white ones.
Yep, it's gonna. Let me stab it. Watch out.
Daddy, how's there some white ones?
Now step on it.
Daddy, how's there some white ones? Daddy, I want to do all of them. Daddy, I want to do all of them.
Whoa.
Daddy, how's the white one? Daddy, how's the white one?
Those are just grubs and stuff. Ready?
What?
Watch out. I don't want to hit you.
What are those?
Step on it.
Oh, wow, I'm just stepping on myself. Yeah.
I don't want to hit your head.
Ah. Daddy, how's the white one? Ow! Ow!
Ready?
Oh, this Daddy, one got out.
Look at it. We got earthworms everywhere. It's amazing. Man, I'm so excited.
Daddy, come back.
Yes, this process
Daddy,
is a lot harder. However, hard work pays off because we're gonna have amazing vegetables. Because if you have healthy soil, you're gonna have healthy food because those roots are absorbing all the nutrients and it's just packing your vegetables.
Ah!
Whoa, what do you got?
It broke.
Oh man, it broke. We gotta be careful. Just see, so just like that.
But
okay?
then this moves again.
If this was a blade and cut it in half, it would kill it. Alright? So, you gotta be nice to them, alright?
But then we'll go back.
And if we have healthy soil, we're gonna have healthy vegetables. Imagine taking a tomato just biting into it and how nutritious dense it's gonna be with this soil. I mean, I can't believe it. Guys,
Yeah,
I know I just said it,
Daddy.
but this was wood chips, and this is just absolute black gold. You fall down, bud?
No, I didn't love house you.
Oh, well, good job, man. And if a 5-year-old can do it, anyone can do it. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit more time, but
Oh, I see one.
teaching them hard work,
Oh, this
teaching them where food comes from. It's so amazing.
This one.
You got another one?
It's so tiny.
Gosh, I'm so excited right now. Cool, let's get to work. Before I get too far with the broadforking, right here is where the chickshaw was, and we have tons of manure. So I want to throw this out, spread it out, that way it's just not condensed right there. And, you know, have some nice soil everywhere.
Why do we need poop for it, though?
We're just spreading it out.
But then why do we need poop on field, though? And why do tractors lay out poop?
Well, they spread out poop because so the whole field can be good.
Great. Chicken laying.
It's all right. They'll help spread it.
How would they? Daddy, how would they help? How would they help, Dad?
Just spread it out. I want to know what you guys are doing to start prepping your garden. Do you guys do raised beds? Do you do something like this? You know, do you guys do pots? Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are doing. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have any questions. I want to be able to help you guys, and also at the same time, you guys can help me with some ideas. I think pot gardening is awesome. Raised beds are awesome. As long as you're planting a seed and creating your own food, or growing your own food, I mean, you know, nothing's better than that. So let me know what you guys are doing. I really want to know what you guys are up to this spring, because growing season is just around the corner. We got some seeds in the greenhouse right now, and we're gonna be planting some more today. So we got to get this ground prepped. I want to show you guys this. I'm actually burying the hog heads. That way their nutrients can go right into the soil. But I want to show you what this was. Look at all this clay. You can see the line right here. You can see the line of where the clay is and the wood chips begun. You have, I'm blocking you guys. So you can see right here, this clay, this brown gold, but then look at this black right here. All this was wood chips. We started with an 8-inch base, and then slowly for the past 3 years, we added to it. And that's amazing, because the roots, they will get down to that clay, but once they start, all this nutrients dense soil, they're just soaking it all up,
How would we
being
bury
strong
it
for
up?
when they hit that.
How would we bury
What's up,
it
bud?
up?
Bury it up. Well, we're just gonna put the hog head in and bury it right up, so it'll all break
What about
down.
if we don't have enough dirt?
Oh, we'll have enough. Alright guys, I appreciate you tuning into this video. This garden is going to be so good this year, and I'm really excited to show you guys. We got a lot more broad forking to do. However, we're going to go get some lunch. Jet wants to jump on the trampoline for a little bit. But again, tell me what you guys are doing for your garden. Tell me how you guys are prepping, how do you guys fertilize, what you guys, if you guys use chickens.
Are you doing this?
Are you doing this? Are you broad forking? Are you tilling? Let me know. Drop a comment. But again, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch our lives. It's absolutely amazing. Please, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys around.
Wow.
Get some more video.
Hit that subscribe button.